Hello everybody, today I'm going to be playing an unusual game, only because I saw a funny video of it. I didn't really watch the entire thing, so I don't know much. But it's called Soul Date, and it's based off Cookie Run Kingdom. Let's start. This game is intended for people 16 years of age and older. It contains strong language, explicit language, and situations that may be inappropriate for the public. Okay then. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Discretion is advised. I don't care. Okay, when I see this format, I'll be talking. I have to choose my name because... No! My name's not Nilo. Go back. Nico. What is that? Help! I don't want to die. Oh, day one. Wait, am I going to get to speak? The sensation of the damp ground and the touch of the grass woke me up in the middle of an extensive forest. I will be pausing the recording sometimes if the talk is too bad. And if my character swears, I will make up a word for the swear. I will not say the swear. Because I can't. I'm not allowed to. Around me, branches creaked and the soft leaves danced through the breeze that rustled between trees so tall they seemed to swallow the sun. Not the sun! The air had an unusual scent, wood mixed with something weirdly sweet like burnt sugar. They're burning the cookies again! But this wasn't the setting of fairy tale, it felt savage. I struggled to get up, my edges felt fragile and was crumbling as if my dough was baked and brought to life just a few moments ago. I looked around me, trying desperately to find a pathway, signal anything that could guide me out of this labyrinth that seemed to be endless. I don't remember how I ended up here. My memory is a blank canvas. I don't know. I remember I got into the game after I downloaded it from Google. And I just decided to do this. I don't know. The only thing that I was certain of was that I was completely alone. Okay, I'm lonely. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Come to help me once again. Hesitantly, I started walking, trying to find my way, but every tree looked similar to the other ones, and the silence of the forest was starting to make me restless. Okay. Was that a growl? I didn't hear no growl. Revealing its fangs, a creature came out of the bushes. It looked like it was made of cake. It had the appearance of a hound, but its eyes gleamed with hunger. Get away from me! I tried to run away carelessly until the coarse tree trunk stopped me. A sharp pain in my hand startled me when it brushed against a branch. Seized by panic, I tightly closed my eyes, waiting for it to devour me, but suddenly a voice broke the silence. Hey! Leave that cookie alone! A figure rushed at a shocking speed. Is it the Flash? For the very last time. I'm not even 4 minutes in the video yet, and I'm already being like, okay. I heard a piercing blow. I can't speak, guys. The sound of something slamming and crumbs poured down like rain. Did he actually kill it? This isn't what, yeah, guys, this is what they don't show in the games. They don't show the blood. That's not a candy cane, that's a sharp stick. Are you alright? Looks like I made it just in time. Why does he look like a girl? Who's that? He's a cookie like me. I should thank him since he saved my life. It's not a good idea to walk alone in the forest. Cake hounds don't have the best manners with strangers. You're the one who just hit it and crumbs went everywhere. Did you just kill it? Oh, I almost forgot. I'm Ginger Brave. Nice to meet you. ... Ginger Brave, is that really his name? Sounds brave, I guess. No pun intended. Hello? You haven't answered me yet. Are you alright? You're not hurt, aren't you? Sorry, I'm still very surprised. I was scared, that's all. Thanks, Ginger Brave. If you hadn't shown up, Whoa. Save. Back. I can just... Don't thank me. You always gotta help those who need it. But tell me, what are you gonna do out here in the middle of the forest? It's far too dangerous to be walking around these lands, as you've already seen. So under his name is a candy cane and a skull. His hoodie has 2 skulls on it. I already like this more than, well, no, I don't like this more than normal Cookie Run, but if they update it enough to where it has every cookie, because I don't know how this game works, but if they update it enough to where it has every beast, every ancient, every cookie, okay, maybe I might enjoy it a little bit more than Cookie Run Kingdom, but probably not. Now, I'm gonna stop yapping and I'm gonna start playing. Truth is, I'm lost. Why is it next to my name there's a rose with hearts? Am I Flowey the flower? No, because that would be yellow. No, for Chara it would be yellow. Wait, no, for both of them it would be yellow. Wait. I'm confused. I don't even know how I got here. I simply woke up among the leaves a while ago. What? You woke up right here? Yo, wow. Why is he doing the meme with the face like I'm confused? Wow. What? That's unbelievable. It's almost impossible that the K count didn't find you earlier. This force shows no mercy. Please, God, please give me a shotgun in this game. I want to be like the giant dog pulls up on me like a bear. Headshot! Magic missile! It's the truth, I swear. I can't recall anything before opening my eyes under those trees. I have so many questions, it's killing me. He might be my only hope since it seems like he knows his way around this world. I thought this was a forest. Ginger Brave, thanks again for saving me. Oh, don't worry about that. Why is he giving me the teenage look? And I know that look because I am a teenager, so I know that look. Why is he giving me teenager attitude? Crossing the arms, closing the eyes. And still speaking, just aura farming, basically. It looks like he has glasses here. I do it all the time. That's what makes a hero. But I'm glad I found you before you got hurt. Thank you. My name is Nico. Nice to meet you, Nico. By the way, I can't just leave you like this. Don't get me wrong, but you don't seem to have much skill in fighting monsters. Fighting monsters? Undertale, dust, ground, underground, skeleton, sand, dot. You're right. No, you're right. I wouldn't even last a second. Yeah, that's me being truthful. I'm gonna say whatever I think's truthful, and if I find out there's other endings, then yeah, I'll do other stuff. Honestly, this place is still a mystery to me. Yeah, I'm saying you're right. I don't want him to leave me behind. I don't want to die. I'd like to... Oh, I just skipped a whole bunch of dialogue I have to read. No. ... You're right. I wouldn't even last a second. Honestly, this place is still a mystery to me. Could you please help me? Please. I need help. I'd like to stay close to you for a while. At least until I understand everything that's going on. I have so many questions. It seems like you're the right cookie to answer them on this TV talk. I'm having a hard time understanding how this world works. I don't even know how I got here, if you know what I mean. I get you. It's a lot of information to process, right? I'll try my best to explain. Many wars have been fought here. More than one? More than two? More than three? There was a cookie somewhere with an evil heart who tried to cover everything in eternal darkness. But don't let her scare you. She was defeated. Though it's true that she left Chaos and the Beasts. Well, they aren't here anymore. They're imprisoned far away from other kingdoms. Lots of kingdoms suffered because of her, but most of them are slowly recovering. So I'm guessing that there's only one kingdom. Okay, no. Oh my god, I'm stupid. Not what I was trying to say. So I'm guessing there was the main war. I don't know what he meant by multiple wars. Because did the beasts war did the war with the beasts happen again? And then they all and then the beasts got trapped away again instead of dying? He didn't come from an oven this time. He came from the Vanilla Kingdom. Okay, that's good now, I guess. Wait, but that means that the other beasts are in this game. So am I gonna meet like Burning Spice at some point? Eternal Sugar, don't put me to sleep, please. I don't need to die. Mystic Flower, no. Silent, don't cut my house in half. Shadow Milk, no. You're not taking my chocolate smoothie. I will punch you. It's the safest place for Cookies looking for a home, although we're still working on rebuilding some areas. Vanilla, that's the name of a kingdom? It sounds delicious, I know, but apart from that, it's a wonderful place full of smiles and kind cookies. If he said vanilla sounds delicious, are the cookies in this game cannibals? If this game basically Cookie Run Kingdom, if they put it darker, like the story's a little bit different, mostly the same, but much more darker, because in the very beginning it said crumbs rained down. That's basically saying this man ran up at it, hit it so hard it exploded, and its guts and body flew everywhere. Like, why? Like, why? Like, why would they do this? Could you take me there? I don't feel safe in the forest, and to be honest, I have nowhere to go. Please, speed, I need this, 'cause I'm kind of homeless. Homeless. Of course. I'm glad you want to come. It'll be a great adventure. This way, follow me and don't get lost. I nodded, feeling relieved. I began to follow Ginger Brave's steps. In my current state, I can't afford to stay behind. After a while, I managed to spot a hidden path among the bushes. Ginger Brave moved with confidence as he had traveled through these lands thousands of times before. As we moved forward, the landscape began to change. The forest became less dense. The trees gave way to small bushes as the air began to feel lighter. Finally, after what seemed like eternity, a sweet, comforting scent of pure vanilla started to fill the air. Pure vanilla? Pure vanilla cookie? Oh my god. His house, it's purple. This smells incredibly sweet. It's purple though. I don't care about the scent. I love purple. It's got purple, pink, white, and other white, I think. Or is that tan? Yeah, that's tan. I think I like the purple more. I like purple. I never imagined such place existed. The air itself feels light, warm, as if every gust of wind were an embrace. However, upon closer inspection, I noticed peace wasn't coming without a price. A few sections of the white stone structures shone brighter than others, a scent of recent reconstruction. The new walls stood beside worn ancient reliefs, and a few fine cracks still ran along the walls like scars from a battle that time was trying to erase. Don't worry about the cracks on the walls. No. Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about those. I bet you anything later on, though, Shadow Milk's gonna just kick down a wall and say, I'm back! You'll be safe here, I promise you. The walls then collapse. No! It's like Attack on Titan! Run! I have a special friend who I'd like to introduce to you. Your boyfriend or girlfriend? Or do you not have one? He can heal your wounds before they get worse. Okay, yeah, I know it's pure vanilla. I'm about to meet pure boy. I'm about to meet pure vanilla boy. Heal my injuries, but I don't. I stared down at my hands, and for the first time I noticed the scratches on my palms. It might have happened when I ran to that tree trunk in the forest earlier, blinded by panic. My hand! It's falling off! A healer is the one who rules over this massive place. He's much more than a simple healer, Nico. Trust me. You're in good hands. As we moved forward, I saw small sugar gnomes working hard. Other alleyways, however, remained in a deathly silence, silence as if they were waiting for their former residents to return. Finally, we stopped before a large wooden door. Ginger Brave knocked softly, and the door slowly opened with a creak that echoed through the great hall, leading me into one of the castle's corridors. I feel like I'm reading a D&D campaign list because I've seen videos, and I'm pretty sure this is basically what D&D people do. They read, "So you open the door and you walk in. What do you think you find?" Wait, why are there blue eyes though? No, wait, why do I see blue? Why do I see blue? No, Shadowmilk better not be here. Within the hall, the scent of vanilla grew stronger, mingled with the golden glow that seemed to be emitted from the walls. And there, he's in his final form. Golden Frieza. There was a figure radiating a light as warm as the sun. I want to hug him. He looks adorable. Just hug him. Give him a hug. He held a staff with a blue gem, and his expression was the very definition of compassion. I want to hug him even more now. I don't care if his eyes are, like, dilated. He closed his eyes. No, those were beautiful. Welcome. I like the flower and the soul jam. That's definitely Flowey the flower. And the blue jam is definitely not the stone of the sea. I just realized Ginger Brave has nice eyes. Welcome. You've been through a lot to get in here, haven't you? Yeah, I can't remember anything about how I ended up in the woods. I just woke up there and my mind still feels foggy. Did I appear, drink, get drunk, pass out in the woods, and then be found? Or like what happened? Because he's not saying my head hurts, and I know Cookies can get drunk because Holly Berry drinks a lot of berry juice. I want some berry juice. He was almost attacked by a cake hound. Can you believe it? Nah. If I look closer at Pure Vanilla, why does he have a fang? He has multiple fangs. Wait a minute. Why does he have fangs? Wait a minute. Nah. If I hadn't arrived just in time, he might have... Oh, it didn't even let me say the final part. Oh, he didn't even let him say the final part. His eyes are open again. Absolutely beautiful. But you did, so there's no point in worrying about it. Thanks for guiding him, Ginger Brave. Yes. Forgive me. I got a little carried away. Yeah, he's definitely the teenager. This Vanilla Kingdom was built to be a sanctuary, a place where lost cookies can find peace and purpose again. This Vanilla Kingdom? I mean, I know that there was a previous one, because there was the one for the first war, but then it got destroyed. But now here's an even better question. Are there more than one so far? I mean, I know there's at least 2. You have successfully completed your mission. Now please let me take care of him. Ginger Brave, you can go rest now. I know you have traveled for days without break, and I'm deeply grateful for your loyalty. He traveled days without break? I can't do that. Oh, it's no big deal. You know I love helping my friends and protecting others who are in need. Ginger Brave, you're such a good person. I'm half like you. Am I eager to do stuff? Yes. Do I sometimes protect my friends? It depends on what I'm protecting them for. If they actually did what they're being framed for, like if somebody's saying that they did something that they actually did do, I'll either try to lie or I just won't lie about it. I'll just be like, I'm not getting involved. If they didn't do it, I'm gonna get involved. I'm gonna yell at the person who's doing it, and I'm gonna be rude. But what? I cannot work on date. I cannot do stuff like that long. I do not have that long of an attention span. Attention, people! My attention span is like 40 minutes, maybe. No, actually it's longer, but it depends on what I'm doing. I'll continue exploring and do my best to help with the repairs. Okay, guys, I'll be back. water. I trust Nico will be in good hands with you. I don't feel safe. Gingerbrave moved with his usual energy, leaving me alone with that imposing figure. Yeah, guys, imposing finger. Yeah, guys, he's an imposing finger. I just realized his hat looks like a needle. No, it looks like a pen tip. Like the thing you put on a pen. Or it's the tip of the pen itself. Actually, now that I look at it more closely, it looks like a rocket ship. Cause we're going on a trip in our favorite rocket ship. Going through the sky. Little Einstein. I bet nobody's listened to that song in a while. Gingerbrave moved with... Wait, did I already read this? Yeah, I did. The blonde man made an elegant genster. The blonde man made an elegant The blonde man made an elegant gesture for me to follow him. Everybody, if you've watched this far, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry for speaking terribly. As we walked, the castle seemed to watch me. I felt like the walls themselves were breathing alongside him. I mean, if there's eyes in the corners, then yeah, probably. What a nice place. Everything here seems like something out of a dream. I feel such a deep sense of peace that it almost seems unreal after all that chaos. Why would he bring me to such a private place? Who is he really?
Antes de seguir hablando de lo que te ocurrió en el bosque, permíteme presentarme como es debido.
He has a voice line, but it's in Spanish. Let me pause real quick. Let me try. Okay, so he speaks in Spanish. I can't change it in the menu. It won't let me, so man, this sucks. I just realized on the far right, is that chocolate? Chocolate. Like on his box. Before we continue talking about what happened to you in the forest, allow me to properly introduce myself.
Mi nombre es Pure Vanilla. Soy el fundador y actual soberano del reino de Vainilla, el lugar que ahora te acoge.
That voice, it's kind of annoying. Man, they need to put an English translation for it. My name is Pure Vanilla. I am the leader and current sovereign of the Vanilla Kingdom, the place that now shelters you. Isn't a sovereign like... I was gonna say like the Pope, but no. I think a sovereign is like a savior, kind of. Am I right? Guys, if I'm right, please put it in the comments. Like what the true answer is, because I have no idea. It's an honor. My name is Nico. The honor is... Yeah, no, I can't handle that. The honor is mine, and receiving guests is always a gift. However, I am concerned about your current state. You're under a lot of stress, and your body reflects that exhaustion. I can tell you are hurt. I can tell you're hurt. You were injured during the escape, and you barely noticed because of the adrenaline. Adrenaline in my veins, yeah. I don't know what I'm saying, yeah. Because I'm confused, yeah. Would you allow me to hold your hand for a moment? Yeah, of course. His voice is so delicate and calm. It's not in order, but his presence is so magnetic that it's impossible to refuse. See, guys? When his fingers brushed against mine, I felt a warmth unlike anything I'd felt before. I can already tell people are just going to be putting in the comments, or they're just going to put in the comments, gay, or something like that. But I'm going to keep playing until I get one ending. It wasn't just heat. It was as if my own dough felt stronger just from touching him. Oh, he just healed me. I thought it was an emotional thing. There. What did I just see? Guys, today we're gonna play Who Stole the Drugs? Was it me? Or was it you? It was him. Yellow fairies everywhere. You have nothing to worry about anymore. The injury was minor, but in this world, even an ignored scratch can bring complications I prefer to avoid. This man healed me with magic and drugs. I don't know how that works. So it was either the medicine that makes you feel weird after you take it, or it was just straight up drugs. I don't know what he gave me, but he gave me something. Either that or his magic alone flashbanged me and I started seeing fairies everywhere. I like to treat wounds while they are still small. The safety of those who come to my kingdom seeking refuge is something I take extremely serious. And in fact, while I was healing you, I made a decision regarding your stay here. Of course, as long as it doesn't make you uncomfortable. A decision? What exactly do you mean, Pure Vanilla? That you're staying in the kingdom, of course. Under my protection, no one should wander the lands without a place to call home, let alone someone who has just been born into the world in such a vulnerable state as yours. Wait, really? This is an incredibly generous offer and you barely know me. Shut up, me. I'm homeless. You're homeless. You're homeless. Just take the deal. Please. You don't have to thank me, Nico. I won't. But I'm gonna do it anyways. Thank you. You mentioned that you don't recall how you ended up in the forest, and that's unsettling to say the least. Why is he looking at me? Whenever he opens his eyes, it's like when Sans eyes whenever he opens his eyes, it's like when Sans' eye sockets go empty. You feel like something bad's about to happen. You feel like you're gonna die. Well, I don't really feel like I'm gonna die from him. I feel like he's just gonna yell at me. And I'm still not gonna like that. He's too gentle. Since the war ended, many have appeared like this, with their souls shattered, desperately seeking a new beginning among the ruins. Souls shattered? Okay, now they're definitely doing Undertale. This kingdom exists precisely for that. To be the place where cookies are rebuilt, crumb by crumb, little by little. I was about to say, that sounds like a FNAF reference when Nightmare goes... No, it wasn't Nightmare. Oh, I'll give the sugar gnomes their orders so they can start building a new home for you. It's like when Nightmare Fredbear goes... You're broken. Let us fix you. Like, buddy, what? Yeah, guys, I play Undertale too often. I haven't played FNAF in a long while, and then that gets said, and the first thing that pops to my mind is FNAF 4. Oh god, I'm old. I feel old. However, perfection takes time, and it'll be a few days before it's ready. I hope you can be patient. I can be. In the meantime, I'd like you to stay here in this room at the castle. Here? In the castle? Isn't that a bit... I wouldn't want to be a burden or cause any inconvenience to your plans. You're not a burden. It's the other way around. What? It would be irresponsible of me to leave you anywhere else knowing that your memory has not yet returned. I want you to feel safe and to find comfort for you so desperately need, Nico. Nah. We then end up finding a mirror, we look at ourselves, and all that we see is a depressed Cookie. Oh no! No! I'll let you know when your new home is finished. Yay! His words left me speechless. His kindness was so overwhelming that for a minute I didn't know how to react. My brain is failing! Huh? Everything was happening too fast, but I couldn't deny the immense relief I felt at not having to return to that dark forest. Now I'm realizing something. The trees were all pink. And now I'm getting Deltarune! Deltarune! No! Why am I getting so many references from this game? And I bet you anything, none of them are actually references! With no memories to hold on to, this place felt like With no memories to hold on to, this place felt like my only anchor in the world. And him, Pure Vanilla Cookie. I was about to say Pure Vanilla Cookie, and then I realized that only says Pure Vanilla. In him, pure vanilla, radiating confidence that made me want to believe every one of his promises. He then promises that I will never die. I then grow super old and die. You promised! Him be crying because he broke a promise without meaning to. Thank you. Really, pure vanilla. I don't know how I can repay you for such kindness. I still feel a little nervous about not remembering anything, but being here makes me feel like I can finally let out the breath I've been holding. You don't have to worry about the future, Nico. What do you mean? I don't want to die. I just realized, is he gonna stay in his awakened form the entire time? That's cool. As long as you're under this roof, I'll do anything I can to make sure you're okay. But before I let you rest, are you absolutely sure you don't remember much? Any pictures, names, anything other than the woods? No, I'm sorry. I just woke up in the forest out of nowhere. For the briefest of moments, his expression changed. It was almost unnoticeable, a shadow of doubt or recognition that crossed his eyes, but it was definitely there. He's like, I feel like Shadow Milk Cookie did this. Is something wrong? He's like, oh my god, no, they noticed. Oh, it's just that a long time ago I met someone who had the particular habit of sneaking where he shouldn't. I didn't consider him an enemy, at least not at first. The beasts were recently banished to their own continent, and since then the world has remained calm. Still, peace doesn't mean our danger has vanished. Sometimes it changes form. It's not my intention to alarm you or anything like that. I just prefer to be cautious. Is he talking about deceit, or is he talking about Shadow Milk? Please accept this from me, Nico. This object possesses a blessing of protection laced with my own magic. Am I gonna have to eat that? He just said it was laced with something. With his own magic. I don't. Oh no, it's an object. You don't eat it, so you just wear it? Am I gonna put it in my hair? Yeah, guys, that's gonna work. It's not an absolute shield, but it should keep you safe from strange and dark outside influences that try to cloud your judgment. Is that gonna help me with Shadow Milk? Consider a sign that you're now a part of this kingdom. Is that me? Yeah, I'm looking from his point of view. Wait a minute, that's me? I look so blank. I don't have any facial features other than the gray, the sweat, and that smile. And what am I wearing? I look like a 40-year-old preschooler, but I'm not even 40 in this game. I bet you anything, I've been like 20. It's beautiful, thank you. I'll always carry it with me, I promise. I could swear I heard something else, but his voice was so soft that I'm not sure. That's enough for now, you can go rest. The castle is still under reconstruction, there are areas that are still unsafe to walk through. Without a guide, especially at night when the gnomes work tirelessly. When conditions improve, I'll show you every corner of this kingdom myself. And if anything comes back to you, no matter how small it may seem, I'd like you to tell me right away, okay? I will, pure vanilla. I promise. I don't know why, but I have this strange sensation that there are 1,000 eyes watching me from the shadows of this home. Yeah, guys, you wanna know why? He's blind. His staff has an eyeball. Like, what's not saying that all the cracks in the walls have freaking eyes in them as well? And I just realized there's a crack on that wall. I have to sleep in this room with a crack. I need room service. This has all been pure chaos. Of course, a sweet kingdom, a forgotten war, and now I have the king's protection? I should process all this before my mind explodes. There's things I still don't understand. The more I tried to remember, the more questions came to mind. Maybe Vanilla can explain. You couldn't have gone far. A king always has unfinished business, right? Yeah, I moved forward in the direction I thought I saw him walking away, but the corridors began to branch off more than my memory suggested. Was it this way, or did I take the wrong path? Everything looked so different under this light. I turned to one corner and then another, but little by little, the architecture started to change. The walls no longer shone with the flaws I think they looked forsaken, almost dry. There were sections of the castle where the sugar was cracked, the doorway sealed by old wooden boards, and the structure unstable. Great. I think I've gotten lost in the worst possible way. Oh god. I tried to retrace my steps, but the paths seemed to stretch and twist, becoming identical, as if the castle was a living organism that didn't want to let me leave. Just what I needed to get lost. I moved forward cautiously, noticing that the floor was covered with temporarily placed wooden boards. I suppose this area is still awaiting its turn for reconstruction, though it feels more like a forgotten place than underwent renovation. I took one step, then another, holding my breath so as not to disturb the silence of the place. Yeah, that's not me. I'm gonna be walking, swearing constantly, like, oh god, oh no, 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 no. Like, God, no thanks. If I took one step, then another, holding my breath. Oh wait, yeah. The creaking of the wood beneath my feet resonated with unexpected force, making my heart leap. Oh no. Huh? No, no, no! The wood broke beneath my feet. No, I'm falling Undertale style. Before my hands could grasp anything solid, the ground disappeared and I felt the utter emptiness of the fall. I sat up slowly, brushing the dust off my clothes. I expected to find myself in a cellar or the castle's foundations, but what I saw before me, it was a garden, but it felt ancient. Is that a blue apple? Eat it. I was trapped in a silence so thick it hurt, as if time had stopped there eons ago. I looked up, searching for the castle's roof, but instead there was only an endless night sky. This can't be inside the castle. Is it an illusion? Did I hit my head too hard? Yeah, guys, I hit my head too hard. Then I started imagining a glowing blue garden. In the center of the garden, there was a tree without a single leaf on its dark branches, like skeletal fingers trying to catch the starlight. It looked like an ancient entity, something that had been there long before the first stone of the kingdom was laid. And hanging from one of those twisted branches was a single piece of fruit, an apple. It glowed with an intense blue luminescence, bathing the trunk and grass in a hypnotic glow. I approached step by step, unable to look away. I felt drawn to it, a curiosity that burned stronger than fear. The apple hung at my eye level. Its light was soft, yet it vibrated with an energy I had never seen before in a fruit. It looked perfect, too perfect to be real. A sharp crack behind me broke the spell. I turned around and my pulse racing. ... There was no one there. Then a voice slipped into my thoughts, playful and sharp. It's him! You see it, don't you? Oh, I like the devil hat on the right side, the soul jam and staff on the left side. Who's there? Hello? I have my left hook and my right hook. I'm ready. This fruit. It's a beautiful tragedy, don't you think? It looks like it's been waiting for all eternity just so you can find it. My gaze returned to the apple. For an instant, its light pulsed rhythmically, as if it had a heart beating inside. It must be delicious, sweet, juicy, so delicious. I can almost taste your curiosity from here. What's with the teasing tone? Or is that playful? I'm gonna guess that's both. I swallowed hard. There was something strange about that voice. Childlike yet ancient. Kind yet laced with malice that sent chills down my spine. I then proceed to punch the apple, smash it on the ground, and hear the voice start throwing a tantrum like a child. Hey, you weren't supposed to do that! Among the shadows of the tree, I thought I saw a flash as if something was moving within the grace of a puppet. That apple, it really does look more delicious than anything I've ever tasted. My body is telling me to take it. You can take it. No one's watching, sweetheart. It's there for you. A little gift from fate. Don't call me sweetheart. I don't know you yet. I mean, I do know you, but my character doesn't. Or are you going to be a boring cookie and let this very special opportunity pass you by? Shadow Milk, I know you're the cookie of deceit, but I'm falling for it. Give me that apple. Take the apple. Almost unaware of my own steps, I approached the blue apple. It was as if an invisible thread was pulling at my chest, a force I couldn't or wouldn't resist. It's strange. Its brightness isn't natural, but I can't look away. Right when I was close enough to feel its cold glow on my skin, something stirred among the dead branches. A faint rustle that cut through the silence like a blade. A snake with blue and black scales slithered among the branch. Its eyes anchored me to the spot as they watched me. A snake? My instinct screams at me to run, to flee from here right now, but my legs feel as heavy as lead. No, I don't want to leave. Why would I want to leave this perfect place? There's absolutely nothing to fear, little cookie. His voice seeped into my mind again, this time sweeter, almost velvety, dissolving my fears before they could take root. It's a lie! No, my character's dumb. I'm dumb for taking the choice. Just a little bite, nothing bad will happen, I promise. I then proceeded to take a bite and get diabetes grade 7 and 17 heart attacks in a row. I extended my hand without further hesitation, as if my arm were being moved by an external will that I accept as my own. Don't do that! My fingers touched the surface of the apple. It was cold, smooth as glass, perfect, untouched by any imperfection of the real world. It feels good, too good, as if this is what I was really missing. Without thinking twice, I sank my teeth into the fruit. The taste hit me immediately. An explosion of sweetness at first, smooth as silk, but with an acidic and electric undertone that clung to my tongue. Not bad, in fact. It's the most delicious thing I've ever tasted. I slowly blinked, trying to focus my vision, but the world began to tilt. No! Am I slowly dying? Did I get poisoned? The air became dense, heavy, as if I were trying to breathe underwater. I got poisoned. My head began to cloud over, my thoughts became slow, fragmented, and impossible to hold onto for more than a second. What's happening to me? My body feels weird, like it's fading away. I tried to stay on my feet, but my knees gave out. I felt myself falling, not to the ground, but into a velvet void. I'm so sleepy, I shouldn't close my eyes, but I can't fight it anymore. Shh, it's over. Nah, you don't need to resist any longer, sweetheart. Stop calling me that! His voice was right in my ear this time. I could feel an icy breath brushing against my neck. I tried to turn my head to see his face, but my senses shut down one by one. The world became a blur of blue and shadows. Now rest. The last thing I felt before the darkness completely claimed me was an enveloping sensation like invisible threads were embracing me with terrifying gentleness. Guys, I might die. When I opened my eyes, the world I knew had crumbled. What? Where am I? I was no longer in the garden, nor in the safety of pure vanilla. The walls here seem alive, reaching into endless darkness, and objects vibrate with an unsettling pulse whenever I stare at them. Where am I? Everything feels like a distorted reflection of reality. Hello, is anyone there? Oh, you woke up just in time. I was getting bored of being the only one here. Who said that? Show yourself! Here. Why did I design fire, though? Like this design? Give me that. That's the great design. Although searching for me is part of the fun of the show, don't you think? Although suspense never hurts. ... I'm about to slap this man. Who are you and why am I here? Straight to the point. I love that enthusiastic energy. Although I thought the first thing a normal cookie would ask would be where we are. ... Okay, I'll do it your way. Where am I? I'm glad your curiosity is stronger than your fear, sweetheart. Stop calling me that. You're in the perfect corner for the conversations no one else dares to have. That doesn't answer my question. Because it really doesn't. I'm about to punch him in the face. He's then gonna stick his snakes on me. Not the snakes! These are just empty words. Of course it does. Just not the boring geographical answer your little head was hoping to hear. Give me the geographical answer, or I'm gonna show you my geographical fist when it hits your face. You built this place. It's disturbing. Can't you see my personal touch? I mean, for the pictures I see your soul jam, or no, that was darkened pure vanilla soul jam. Then there's your old man form, and then there's your lady form next to that. Every odd detail, every letter floating in defiance of gravity, every door that leads nowhere, it's all mine. My masterpiece. So you brought me here against my will. He kidnapped me! Not exactly. You bit into the apple of your own accord, you fool. I only laid the bait, but it was you who decided to savor it. ... You were that voice, the one that was tempting me in the woods? Yeah, I'm gonna save because, you know. It was a trap from the beginning? Trap is such a crude word. I'd rather call it an irresistible invitation you couldn't say no to. That's a kidnapping. Well, I don't like the way you invite people. Darling, I never said you had to enjoy it. God. My character and this man are just having an argument there, and he has no effect. He doesn't look angry at all. He just looks like... Shut up. Before I hit you with... Michael Jackson! Forget it. Just tell me who you are. Who am I? That's the million-coin question, isn't it? What's that pose for? I'm an artist and one of the greatest to ever shape the senseless world. That doesn't answer my question. This has got to be a joke. You never answer clearly. You just beat around the bush. You're the one who doesn't know how to ask the proper questions. Oh yeah, because I said, okay, who are you? I didn't say, what's your name? Wait, did I say what's your name? Forget it, just tell me who you are. Yeah, I didn't ask for a name. That's my fault. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, now he's angry. So I'll tell you a little story to show you how good an artist I am. I just realized the hands on the hips, the hand on the hip, and the sassy attitude for an adult. Crazy. Long ago, there were cookies chosen by divine hands, witches' hands to be precise. Perfect creatures baked with a sacred purpose and a glorious destiny, or so they believed. They lived in dazzling kingdoms full of light where every smile was a mask to hide a truth no one dared to question. So the other beasts are in this game. I just don't know where they are and when they'll finally be introduced. It better be soon. Because when everything seems perfect on stage, that's when it's easier to hide the cracks behind the curtains. Can you get to the point already? Patience, sweetheart. The best stories aren't rushed. They're savored like a good gummy bear. This man eats gummy bears. How dare you? How dare you? Over time, these cookies began to doubt everything, including their existence. They were enlightened. They understood that their world was meaningless, and tried to shape it with their own hands, but others didn't like the truth. Oh yes, their own followers turned their backs on them, calling them beasts just for wanting to see beyond. Are you talking about the same beasts that attacked the kingdoms? I've heard something about them. Attack? What a convenient word for history books. Actually, that is true. That word is a lot in history books. That's what the Illuminati want you to think. Like what? Like how we didn't attack our own towers and stuff. Tell me, if someone breaks their chains violently because it's the only way to be free, would you call them a beast? Yes. That doesn't change the fact that there was a war and suffering. Exactly, a war for the sake of narrative. The beasts weren't born as beasts. They were cookies like you or anyone else, who understood too much, and when they tried to open other people's eyes, they were silenced. Rejected and cast as the villains of the story, so the rest could sleep easily. I just realized the beasts were all sent to Beast East. I'm a Shadow Milk cookie right now. Am I going to be able to travel Beast East? Please say yes. I want to meet the other beasts. Mystic Flower might kill me. Burning Spice will definitely kill me. Silent Salt, I don't think he'll kill me. I don't know what he'll do. If I can't actually meet them, I'm not searching it up because I'm still playing the game. And then her, Eternal Sugar, she's not going to do anything. She's just going to invite me and she's going to say, please come to my garden. And I'm going to say, okay. She's going to try to give me a sugar coating. I'm going to say, no. I'm not trying to become like your winged fairies. No, thank you. I alone am the one, the only, Nico Fiscus. So they fought, not out of hatred, but for the truth of their own existence. But of course, history is always written by the winners. It's easier to call someone a monster who disturbs your illusion of peace. Pretty stories don't sell if they don't have a clear villain to blame for all the misfortunes. But I prefer realism. To tell things no one else dares to hear, because in the end, it's all a matter of perspective. Heroes, villains, saviors, beasts, they're just labels put on by whoever is holding the paintbrush at that moment. And me, I'm someone who loves to paint outside the lines and burn the canvas. You can call me Shadow Milk, the great master of deceit, for my fans, of course. ... Is that is that silence out of amazement, or are you speechless? Wow, and I rehearsed this intro in front of the mirror 1,000 times. What you said, was it serious? Oh, sweetheart, the best liars always carry a grain of truth, and the cruelest truths are the ones no one wants to believe. Besides, isn't it a lovely plot? A misunderstood artist betrayed by his creators and reduced to a vile beast. It has an irresistible drama, don't you think? It has a drama fueled by a giant ego, I'd say. Ouch, a direct blow to my pride. But I don't blame you for doubting. If you've been fed fairy tales your whole life, it's normal to find reality rough. It's not just doubt, it's that you talk about all that chaos as if you don't care about the pain it caused. Oh, I care a lot more than your little head can process. But I'm not going to start bawling in front of such a lovely audience. I'd rather our show be something more... I'd rather our show be something much more entertaining. Entertaining in which manner? Like this. Just like you. Me? What do I have to do with all this? You're a fascinating piece. You don't run away all terrified. You don't scream for help. You haven't immediately called me a monster. That already makes you a standout from the rest. And not only that, you're special enough to bite into such an eerie apple. Did you know that normal apples are red or green? What kind of person sees a suspiciously blue fruit and decides it's a good idea to take a bite? Someone different, someone who doesn't fit in. That's not normal, and I love it. Ha! I should give you a sugar Oscar for that. But there's one detail that's bothering me. A certain poorly baked, sickly sweet dough is trying to lure you away from my stage. I have no idea what you're talking about, or who you're referring to. Obviously, that sickly sweet scent can't be hidden. It always reeks of spoiled vanilla wherever he goes. Was he talking about pure vanilla? I can't let him notice how much it affects me when he speaks of him like that. I already told you I have no clue who you're talking about. You're making up a whole stage in your head and jumping to conclusions that aren't even real. How stubborn. Still clinging to that little facade of yours. I have eyes in every corner of that kingdom. I can see anything, but thoughts, that's a different matter. So the eyes were not pure vanillas, they were shadow milks, and he was watching me. That's not good. If I had just decided to go to sleep, he would have watched me sleep. And right there is where you play your part. That secretive little mind of yours could be really useful to me. No thanks. I don't like his tone. Same, other me. Let's high five. Did you know that memories are the most sincere performers? They can't lie, can't hide, and most importantly, can't protect you. I just need to take a little peek into your memory. Nothing nosy, just a tiny magic trick. Pinky promise. No, you're gonna try to go into my memories, and then I'm gonna have to punch you in the face. You're doing what? Get off of... Don't move or my trick would be unnecessarily painful, and we won't want to ruin that pretty face of yours so soon. Oh, no. Wait, his fist is glowing blue! He's about to hit me with the UG Black Flash! Wait a minute! No! Shadow Man! Black Flash! I'm scared. I'm seeing even more sparkles! Huh? That isn't supposed to... Come on, let's try again. Curious and unexpected. What's going on? I feel a strange pressure in the air and he looked confused. Wait, was it the charm I was given? Did you just push me? Because you definitely hit my chest. Shh. Quiet on the set. ... How weird. I can touch you without trouble, but my magic just reflects back. Did you just try to get into my mind? This isn't a game anymore. He's really trying to break me. Hold on a second. That trinket you're wearing. He gave it to you? Oh, don't tell me it's a yes. That's way too cliche, even for by my standards. What's that supposed to mean? Stop joking around. Oh, please. That kind of protection doesn't just appear out of thin air. Oh, no. Me? He's onto us. I think he's about to hit us with the spike magic. Wait, no, he can't hit us with magic. Ha, it's a deflection, you loser. So shiny, so insufferable. Only someone like him would do something so ridiculously noble without asking for anything in return. ... Well. This leaves such a rotten taste on my palate. A mysterious visitor crossing my stage under pure vanilla's protection. I don't get why you're obsessed with a simple trinket. It has nothing to do with you. You don't need to get it, dear one. Mystery keeps the public engaged. Okay, now I'm starting to feel like he's gonna kill me. But that small thing gets in the way of my plans, just like him always sticking his nose where it doesn't belong. It was a gift from him to help me feel safer, that's all. Ha, that sounds exactly like him. Always so kind, so perfect, so annoying. It sickens me. Playing the hero, always trying to save every cookie and earthbread, as if that's a way to fill his own emptiness. So answer me this, little cookie. Who showed up out of nowhere? Nico, that's my name. The nerve. The nerve. Well, Nico, let's see what you're truly hiding. What's your story? Alright, I tell you if that makes you shut up. But don't expect knowing the truth will change anything between us. Oh, you suddenly become so corroborative. That's a plot twist I didn't see coming. So lovely. Go on, the stage is yours. I'm all ears. Surprise me with your little tragedy. It began in the forest. I don't know exactly how I got there. My memory is pure chaos and shadows since the beginning. As I try to find the way out, a cake constantly appeared, and his eyes didn't seem to enjoy the best intentions. We're going beyond what's necessary, all the way back to the prologue. Let me guess how this tale continues. A tiny hero with a savior complex appeared just in time to rescue the damsel in distress. Isn't that right? So cliche. Damsel? The audacity. I'm about to punch this man in the face. I am no damsel. You can't call me a damsel. I will put you in the ground. You will die. You will be put in a grave. And your gravestone will say, died for calling a new MC a damsel. Something like that. He defeated the cake creature, helped me heal, and took me to a place where light didn't burn. That was how I ended up at the Vanilla Kingdom where I met him. Yeah, I can already see this. act turning into some cheap melodrama. He took care of me, healed my wound with undeserved patience, and before I realized it, he gave me this brooch. I think that's how it's pronounced. Oh, trust me, that was pretty obvious. That type of magic is so recognizable everywhere, like burnt sugar. Blah. Always gifting small miracles to complete strangers, giving light as if it were something trivial and mundane. He was just kind to me when no one else was. Kind? No, my dear, that has another name. It's called getting in my way. Getting in your way. How could he with a simple gesture of kindness? Are you truly too blinded by his light to see it? I'm not a chess piece on your board, Shadow Milk. I'm not part of your history. Oh, of course you are, like everybody else. It was you who decided to take part in it. You who bit the apple with such enthusiasm. And inside my stage, those kind of choices lead to consequences applause alone can't erase. Changing the subject, that brooch of yours is starting to give me a headache. It could bring me trouble I didn't ask for. Trouble? How could a simple accessory cause trouble for someone like you? Let's just say certain magical objects have a bad habit of whispering little messages, signals or clues, drifting through the air like pollen. And I absolutely hate when someone tries to eavesdrop on my private conversations without being invited. When he changed sets before the unwanted audience tunes into signal. I don't understand a single word you're saying. You talk as if everything were a game. You don't have to understand, my dear. Just follow me and try not to trip over your own feet. I'll trip you and you'll fall down the stairs, you old man. I can't trust you. I don't even know who you really are behind that mask. Oh, but I've already confessed. I'm an artist, the greatest eyes you'll ever see, and a true artist knows exactly when it's time to change the scenery. Watch closely. What in God's name? What the hell is that? The first swear word, guys. The air seems to tear like old cloth. That darkness gives me the creeps. That doesn't look safe at all. It feels like it's going to devour me. Relax, I'm not even touching you. I'm not forcing you in. It's already clear that your little amulet doesn't like my hands getting too close. Is this some kind of trap? Are you going to lock me up somewhere even worse? No, it's a portal. Don't you appreciate the craftsmanship? Besides, this is the only way out of here. Unless of course you'd rather stay here until you turn into cookie dust. I have no choice. I have to risk it. The sensation of falling vanishes in an instant. Now the wind gently brushes my face, and that scent smells like the earth and grass. Where are we? This place feels familiar. An utterly ordinary field in the Vanilla Kingdom. A common stage for common cookies. Calm, quiet, and terribly uninteresting at first glance. But sometimes the simplest places are the most fitting for the most important scenes. Scenes, are you still on about that? This isn't a play, it's my life. Exactly! The best stories always need the right stage for characters to reveal their true nature. Besides, since you decided to open your heart a little and trust me, I think you've earned the right to see how this little play unfolds. I really don't like the way you talk about this as if our lives were just a show for your entertainment. Oh, sweetheart, they are. At least yours is anyway. I'm the main character, and that gives me a certain advantage. Is this guy dumb? I'm the main character. I can go back in time and just not tell you nothing. In the distance, the sound of hurried footsteps shatters the field's calm. A figure runs frantically among the hills, his golden cape flapping with every stride. It's pure vanilla. Shadow Milk is the first to notice. Ah, well. Right on time. Before I could react, hands gripped my shoulder and spun me around with a brusqueness that betrayed my sheer panic. There you are, thank goodness. I knew it! As soon as I heard golden cape, I'm like, it's him. It's him. It's the king. I was searching for you all over the castle from the very first ray of light. I was so desperate to find you. When I went to wake you, your room was empty and the bed was cold. I feared the worst. I thought maybe you had gone out for a walk, but no one had seen you. No one knew anything. It's been hours since you disappeared and I grew terrified. Hours, but I was only away for a moment and I spent the entire night with Shadow Milk? The time in his castle doesn't work the same as here? Day 2. Great, now I'm me. What a touching scene, it almost makes me want to cry. From laughter. Suddenly another pair of hands wrapped firmly around my waist and Suddenly, another pair of hands wraps firmly around my waist and pulls me away from Pure Vanilla's touch. Geez, why are they both so rough? It feels like they're gonna, it should say going to, it feels like they're gonna split me in two. I'm not saying two. Shadow Milk. I should have guessed you were behind this. The tension between them is almost electric. Wait a minute. It's a rivalry that feels ancient and bitter, as though they've spent centuries splitting half truths at each other. Did he hurt you? Tell me the truth, Nico. Did you do something? Pure Vanilla's angry, but now I see his fangs more. Why does he have fangs and Shadow Milk doesn't? I just realized. Isn't Shadow Milk the beast? No, he didn't lay a hand on me, almost anyway. We were just talking. Even so, I won't allow anyone else to be hurt by his games, especially someone who's under my protection. Oh, he does have fangs. All of his teeth are fangs. I forgot. All of Shadow Milk's teeth are fangs, and, well, no, all of his teeth are sharp. Pure Vanilla has fangs. Always with that tone. Always trying to save every cookie that crosses your path. I wonder how much longer you can hold up that facade before you shatter. What I do is none of your business, nor is it the business of anyone who uses deceit to bring despair. No? How curious, because every time you try to save someone, something always ends up breaking into 1,000 pieces. It's practically your signature. Just stay quiet. Come on, you've already lost your patience? I thought it was failsafe. You have no right to speak of things your twisted heart will never be able to understand. Let's recall everything, shall we? A disastrous war, decisions made out of fear, broken promises. Do you want me to go on? Shadow Milk. Don't you dare. And how could I forget? The great war against Dark Enchantress. All those cookies trusting you and following your light like moths. Yet light always casts shadows, doesn't it? Especially when someone so close to you simply crumbles. What was her name again? Yes, Oh. Yeah, this is... Wait. So is this a different ending? Wait, no. This has to be after they awakened. So it's after they met. So it has to be after the Second War. This has to take place after the Second War, because that would make the most sense. Because White Lily didn't die during the First War, she died during the Second. So what I'm getting from this is after the Second War, but a different thing happened. So like they still won, White Lily still died and stuff. But this time all the beasts survived. I'm pretty sure they all found out that Silent Soul betrayed them anyways. Or not. Or I don't know when this takes place. Maybe I don't know. Stop! Is Pure Vanilla yelling? Wait a minute! I've never seen him lose control like this. Don't ever mention that name again. Why are you so pissed? Why are you so pissed? Does it hurt to remember her, or does it hurt to admit in front of your new friend that you failed the one you cared about most? I didn't fail anyone. Really? Because from where I'm sitting, it seems your specialty is always arriving a couple of seconds late. And the funniest thing is you keep repeating the cycle. Protecting, promising, acting like this time the ending will be different. Are you going to try to save me now as well? I'm not going to let you keep talking. Stop! That's enough, both of you! Yup, me. That's perfect. I like how they're both shocked. Why does Shadow Milk kind of look like that one surprised cat meme? Pure Vanilla looks just like a priest. This is ridiculous. Neither of you are listening to each other. You two are acting like children, destroying everything. Children? I'm sorry. You shouldn't have had to see this side of me, Nico. Forgive me. I'd say it was educational. It's important to get to know heroes when their masks slip, don't you think? No, this isn't getting to know each other. This is simply hurting each other to feel better about yourself. And you, what do you propose? Words of peace? A cheesy speech and a hug, not my style, sweetheart. I suggest you guys stop attacking each other. As if that's going to solve anything. Nothing's going to change. You don't know that. You're just assuming it'll be the same as before. This isn't as simple as it seems. I never said it was, but staying like this doesn't help any of us. Ugh, you're so stubborn. I will slap you if you raise your fist at me again. I see your fists shaking. I will punch you. Then prove me wrong. Stay here in the castle. What? Are you serious or just kidding? Yeah, if you have so much to say to each other, then say it properly without games or unnecessary arguments. I don't think that's a good idea. He's not someone you can trust like that. It's not so... Hell... It's not so... Hell no! It's not so... Hell no! You're refusing too quickly as if you already know the outcome. Because I do, nothing really changes. Then stay and see for yourself. I have absolutely no interest in this. I can change your mind. Question mark? Heh, be careful with what you promise. You might end up caught up in something you don't understand. This isn't a game. A game? Game? Now that you mention it, that does sound interesting. I love a good challenge. Let's do it this way, alright? 5 questions to see just how empty or full that little head of yours is. If you manage to make my strings buzz with excitement through your answer, maybe, just maybe, this kingdom will stop looking like a dump of stale sugar for a few minutes. But if you bore me, poof, I'll vanish before you can even say, well, what? And you'll never see this gorgeous face again. Ready? Oh, one detail. I hate long silences. Think fast or the curtain falls before we even start. I have to focus. Shadowmug isn't looking for logic. He's looking for something that feeds his ego or his chaos. I can't hesitate. First question to warm up to see if that brain of yours is properly baked. Tell me, what is it that you... the letter screams its existence. Guilt. Poetic. The crimes of remorse always put on the best show. I like that. Second question, let's turn up the tempo, shall we? What is it that everyone claims to fervently desire, yet when it's shown to them, they'd rather gouge their eyes out than accept it? Reality. Exactly, raw, bitter reality. So different from pure vanilla sweet little lies, don't you think? Third question, let's see if you can see through my eyes. Tell me, why do you think I'm bothering to play with you instead of leaving ages ago? You're looking for entertainment. Maybe. Nah, you're lonely. You know absolutely nothing about me. Fourth question, let's get a little crueler. Will leaves a deeper scar, a betrayal you expected or a loyalty that turned out to be a lie? Both hurt the same. Boring and mediocre. I don't accept such apathetic answers. Because I get off the stage. The grand finale, the question that will decide whether I lower the curtain or grant you an encore. What reason could you possibly give me to stay? Pure vanilla could redeem you. What? Don't you dare mention that stale, holier than thou piece of dough. Ding ding ding. The show has been an absolute disaster. Give me back my time. This kingdom is a deserved boredom and you're just another cookie in the pile. No, I don't want you to leave. A lie. Yay, reality. You're looking for entertainment. A false loyalty. Oh yes, there's nothing more delicious than wedding the blind. It's pure art. The grand finale, the question that will decide whether I lower the curtain or grant you an encore. What reason could you possibly give me to stay? It will be interesting. Ding ding ding, the show has ended and the audience myself of course is satisfied. Well well. What a delicious plot twist. I didn't expect a little cookie like you to have tricks up your dough, but I suppose that only makes the show all the more stimulating. I'm only reading these lines because if I read them and then skip them, nobody's gonna know. Because nobody's gonna understand. I hate losing. It's a stale feeling, I must admit. But a deal is a deal. I'll stay. And you, Nico, right now you've just become the most interesting character in my eyes. No one invited you to analyze our live Shadow Milk. If you stay, it will be under my rules and without causing problems. Oh, silly Vanilli, that's the problem. If there's no problem, there's no drama, and you know better than anyone else that I wasn't born to put up with your rules. God, they're like siblings. He's not staying out of obligation, he's staying because he's found a new toy. Ugh, that toy is me. If there's ever a D&D campaign, I'm gonna try to get the DM to bring in Shadow Milk Cookie as a final boss, and I'm just gonna hit him with the 1000 death punch. I'm just gonna be like, well, as a special mage, I can learn skeleton magic, and with this ability, I use Gaster Blaster. It does 100 damage, and it takes out 25% of my HP, and it's undodgeable, and if I want to use 75%, I can use 10 Gaster Blaster. Get inside, both of you. It's neither safe nor wise to remain out here. As we crossed the threshold of the castle, the air grew thick. The silence wasn't peaceful, as if the very walls were holding their breath at the intruder's presence. Pure Vanilla walked one step ahead, his back rigid and his staff held firmly. I could feel his magic vibrating as he watched every shadow that stretched across the floor. He's on guard. His usual kindness has been replaced by absolute focus. What an impeccable place. So straight, so neat, so desperately boring. Every painting in its place is practically suffocating. I don't understand how you can spend centuries surrounded by something so static without feeling the earth to set on fire just to see some movement. Don't test my patience, Shadow Milk. Yes, beat him, beat him, beat him. Hit him with your staff like an old granny, like that one granny from Madagascar 2. Hitting the lion with the purse. You bad! Yeah, it was in the first and second movies. Just whang, just whap, 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 whap. Man, that poor lion got hit with the purse and got hit with like it was nunchucks. Kabang, 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 and magic attack. Fuck you. Keep your hands and your shadows away from what doesn't belong to you. Me, I'm just a curious spectator. Although, of course, sometimes the spectator needs to see the show from another angle. I don't like their tone. There's dangerous electricity in there. I don't like their tone. There's dangerous electricity in the air, and Shadow Milk is looking at me. He's using his eyes, me. We kept moving down the hall. The echo of our footsteps was the only pulse out of place. Pure Vanilla isn't turning around, but I noticed he's somewhat annoyed. In a blink, in that single moment of carelessness, as we turned into the hallway, I felt a violent, cold tug. Hands, no claws, grabbed me by the arm. Huh? For regular, I screamed out right into the darkness of a closet. The door shut with a silent metallic click. Huh? Don't worry, I doubt you'll notice for a few minutes. Even so, don't make a single sound. He's too close. We don't have much space in here. I can feel the cold radiating from his body wrapping around me entirely. I can barely breathe without brushing against his chest. I don't want that half-baked dough ruining our moment. It's irritating enough having to breathe the same air as him, let alone share your attention with him. Don't you think? It's irritating enough having to breathe the same air as him, let alone share your attention with him, don't you think? I don't think that. Trying to escape, you're so boring, the fun was just beginning. Varega even pushed the door, strength overpowered me. Oh, crap. He pinned me against the closet wall with a feline grace, and before I could protest, he lifted me. My feet don't touch the floor. The space is so cramped that his face is only millimeters from mine. His sharp hands pressed into my hips. Not letting me move, there's no escape. Did you really think you'd leave just now? After all the chaos you've caused, I'm not letting you go that easily, sweetheart. So basically, this would have been a better game to play in June. But I'm still gonna play it now. Because I don't care. Okay? Okay, like, I don't care. Because I really don't care. Like, there's a bit of swearing in this video already, so I am going to put a 16 and up thing. But hey, if people want to watch it, okay, then watch it. After all the chaos you've caused, I'm not letting you go that easily, sweetheart. That brute. I felt it pulsing with that stale, bright magic ever since I saw you. Let me guess. The great king gave it to you, didn't he? Of course he did. It's to protect me. Protection, control, is there really any difference? As long as you wear the thing, you'll only see the world through the filter he chose for you. You'll never know true freedom. True ecstasy. Great. Now we're talking about lust. I'm having fun with this. Take it off. What? No. Who are you going to listen to? The cookie locks you in a glass the cookie locks you in a glass cage, or the one offering you the key? Take it off now. Don't take off. I clutch the bridge against my chest. It's the only link I still have to the kingdom's safety. I can't let it go. Yeah, I'm gonna take it off just to find out what happens next. Actually, real quick, I'm gonna add this to my save. Just so that I can choose different options. My fingers tremble as I search for the brooch's clasp. I feel like I'm breaking a promise, but curiosity is stronger. With my fingers trembling from the adrenaline, I unhooked the brooch's clasp and let it fall. The cling of metal in the floor rang out like a declaration of war. That's it, much better. There you are, at last, just you. He leans in over me. The space is so non-existent. I can feel the cold of his dough grazing my cheek. You know I like you more this way. No filters, no lies, just you. No barriers, no more interference with our frequency. Oh, Nico, this is about to get so fun. I might have to blur something out. You're not the plain little cookie you pretend to be, are you, sweetheart? Oh, no. Nico, what's the meaning of this? Well, you're right. The show is starting to get interesting, although I suppose... Well, everybody. Well, everybody, please like, subscribe, comment down below, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.